Hey guys, it's Amber. Welcome to day 28. Sorry, long time no see. I've had a lot going on for the past few days. I was in a car accident, someone hit me. So I just took some time after that to chill. I'm totally fine, but I had a busy weekend dealing with all that. So I haven't even thought about scrapbooking, but here we are, ready to move on to day 28. I have some photos printed here. I'm going to be starting on the right side of the layout. So I have a photo of this island that we were on, the private island for Royal Caribbean called CocoCay. So what I did is I added some journaling right onto the photo, which I think most of the time I've done journaling, it's been on a card. But I wanted to take advantage of all this empty space that I had. Sorry. So I tried putting on my black font and the white font, and I guess the busyness of the water with all the lines made it hard to read both colors, at least on my computer screen before I printed it. So I did is I created a light color block here, and I left myself like a ½ inch here to punch my holes, and then my number 28 is going to go here. I'm going to figure out something fun to go underneath that. On the back side will be this awesome 4x6 card that I blew up from the Delight story kit. I still haven't received the actual physical copy, but I have the digital because I subscribed to everything from Ali Edwards. And I just thought it looked, one, like a fun sentiment, and two, perfect colors to go with like these Caribbean photos. It kind of looks like a underwater or like a water scene, even though it's like brushstrokes. So I thought that was kind of fun and a good sentiment. And then I have 12 4x4 photos here. So this is like some scenes from the beach, just us. There's a starfish, some little tiny hermit crabs, and then another scene on the beach. And then we went swimming with pigs and fed them like apples and stuff. They weren't great photos. We weren't allowed to take our own camera, so we had to rely on photographers there to do it for us. But we got a few good ones. Unfortunately, I'm not looking in any of the photos. The really good one of myself holding a pig up like this with an apple. It's like a big water blurry spot over my head, so that was a bummer. So to help incorporate all of these, I have a Becky Higgins design P as in Paul page protector, which is all 4x4s. I'm going to fold one in like I've done for a few in the past. I originally wasn't going to even include the swimming with the pigs. I was just going to include a few beach photos, and that just didn't feel like it was one of the most fun things we did on our trip, like, you know, feeding them all these apples and stuff. That was really cool. So I wanted to incorporate that into the album because it was something really neat. So I didn't want to only save them for my travel version of this. I wanted to include them. And so to be able to fit in a ton of photos, I need a page protector. So I'm just folding it here. I've done this in a few other videos, but what you have to decide is which side the seam is going to go on, either the top or the bottom. And I'm trying to fix it right now because my bottom got a little bit crooked, which is annoying me. Because I want it to look straight when it's in the album. But you can't really fold on the seam. It will twerk like one way or the other, like it'll twist. So you have to like pick one. So I generally pick so that it's on the bottom. And one thing to keep in mind is that will shorten the amount of space you have for your photos on the top layer. So that's gonna fold open. And even though I have 12 photos and 12 spots, I'm not going to fill every single one with a photo. I'm going to create probably 2 or 3, at least 2 flip ups, because when you create a flip up, you can have up to 3 photos, one on the outside, one on the inside top, and one on the inside bottom. Because some of these aren't the best photos, but I still wanted to include them because these are of the 2 of us. That one's in the water, and then one of us each individually, and then Biscuit, a little close up with Biscuit that everybody loved. So I'm gonna get working on trimming those out. And honestly, as far as these 8.25 by 11s go, I was looking at a few different star options here. I actually really think that this would be fun. This was from the Advent calendar, but it's so thick. Plus the chipboard. I think it would look really cute, but I think it's just too thick to put in the album. It's like a good 1/2 inch, and I'm just kind of running out of room. I still have my fireplace that I have to include, which is super thick, so I really need to be cautious of it. But I'm considering maybe one of these chipboard stars from the layered chipboard set. I did pull out a sunshine from one of the older kits. It's just nice and bright. I don't think I love it. Plus I just did a bunch of sunshines on the day 27. And then I also pulled out these vellum stars. I've got 2 big blue ones in here, and what I'm kind of thinking, I kind of was messing with these a little bit, but what I'm sort of thinking about doing is kind of making like a compass sort of look. What's fun is that you can see through the vellum, but kind of making like a multi-pointed star there. It just kind of helps the numbers stand out a little bit, but it kind of also looks like a sunshine or a compass. Like there's a couple different ways you could look at it. So I'm debating if I want to keep it that simple. I think I do. I might consider trying to find a little strip of something or a little star on top like I've been doing. But I think I'm going to do that and keep it that simple. I might include a few stars on this one. And then I haven't really considered a ton of embellishment options yet. For these, I did pull out these 4x4 cards from the Star Scrapbook Collection. This tealy kind of green on top matches pretty well. I created one of digitally with a dark blue for my day 5, I think it was, story, but I think one of these could be fun to add a little bit more journaling. It's a good match for the teals. It's already a 4x4. And I was looking at my hearts, or I pulled my hearts out. I have one that says best part. I've got stories. And then the other 3 blue ones are worst part, traditions, and snowflakes. I could look at the tan ones as well for like the stand. I've got adore this. There's one with like an outline. That one kind of could go. It's like the colors. But what I was thinking about doing is, if I can get away with a transparent pocket, backing 2 of these together. I mean, they're kind of small for one little pocket, but anytime I've done a transparent pocket, they've kind of been with big items. So something tiny might be, you know, kind of fun. So we'll see if I end up including some hearts. So that's on my mind as well. I think I'm gonna, I did also consider maybe letting the sunshine be a see-through pocket, just of everything, you know, being so bright and sunny. We had really beautiful weather, but I think I'm gonna get rid of that for now and just get started. So I can't wait to see how this ends up. Okay, so I've gotten all my photos cut out, and I'm starting to get them placed inside the page protector. Just looking at different configurations. I had to figure out which ones I wanted to show, which ones I wanted to have hidden, and I was just kind of looking for balance, because some of the photos have like really dark blue sky because of the way we were facing against the sun, and then some of them are more like teals, lighter color water, things like that. So I was just trying to look for photos that would coordinate together and look balanced, both on the flip out and what was on the inside. So I really love that hermit crab photo, but I decided to hide that on the inside and let the starfish show. And because this is a story about swimming with pigs, I wanted that cute blown up one of Biscuit, the pig, to kind of be front and center. So I decided to go ahead and go with that clear, transparent acetate piece with the hearts. And just let it, you know, be a nice simple page. So here I'm getting ready to make my hinges with some copy paper. I made 4 by 2 inch cuts, and I'm folding them at the 1 inch mark in half. And I'm just going to use adhesive to make my flip ups with rolling date adhesive. So I'm going to add the adhesive to the bottom and add the bottom photo, pull the paper over and fold it nice and flat for a nice crisp edge. And then I'm going to put adhesive on the top, and then I'm going to put the photo face down on top of the other one and pull the paper back over the top again. and then I can just simply add the photos to the outside. And this is a really nice, simple, easy way to create a hidden paper hinge, which I trust more than washi and is easier to hide than washi. So hopefully that made sense. I'm going to do another one here in just a moment. So again, bottom photo on the inside bottom, top inside photo on the top, and then the two pieces go on the outside. But I've just kind of gotten in the habit of putting the photos face to face and flipping the hinge over, and it makes it so that it opens and closes easier without sticking out. So I'm just getting my enlarged photos trimmed down a little bit because they're on 8.5 by 11 and they only need to be 8.25. Getting them glued together, so I skipped quite a bit there. And just trimming off the edge. And now I'm just getting the holes punched using my punch template. And next I'm going to work on putting these transparent stars down. So I'm going to put the top one upside down because the V shape of the star kind of nestles into the 2 and the 8. So I'm going to use a couple different layers of my 1/4 inch adhesive here to help hide it. So it's going to go on the back of the 28, on top of the star, between the 2 stars, and then on the back of the last star. So it's actually like a couple different layers of adhesive, but I was just trying to hide it the best that I could through the numbers. And then I'm going to get those 2 stuck together and all the adhesive on, and then adhere that down. And I'm pretty happy. It's nice. It's really simple, but I like the way it looks, like a compass or a sun, or however you want to interpret it. But it's just nice and simple and allows the photo to breathe. So jumping back into my pocket page, I printed out my journaling using Remington Noiseless and the Hiku inline. I'll try to remember to link that for you. Just really simple journaling, talking about our adventure with the pigs, and just getting that transparent sticker paper adhered and smoothed down, and then I'm going to put that last piece back onto that hinge. So next I am finally grabbing this 4x4 acetate piece, and I'm going to use my 2-inch scrapbook.com sticker roll here. And what I do is I place the heart face down, or on the sticker roll. I cut it out, that way the entire piece is adhesive. It's kind of like running it through a Xyron machine, and then I can attach it to this acetate piece, and the whole thing is sticky without being like showing any adhesive. It's not going to show any pieces of it. So finally I decided to print out another card from the Delight Story Kit, and it was yellow in the original card. I transferred it to blue in Photoshop. I cropped it to 4x4 and printed that out so that I had one more photo on the back of the pocket page. So finally, I knew I wanted to add a little something to that enlargement. I was thinking about doing the gold puffy star stickers, but I decided to go with the white chipboard stars from the 2020 December Daily chipboard add-ons instead. So I'm just going to do 3 in each corner just to give it a little something that helps your eye move throughout the page. And I do still want to add some stickers for the flip up, so that you can tell that there's extra photos in there, and one for the page protector that flips open. So I'll add those soon. Alright guys, just wanted to show you a final look of what this looks like in the album. I added a little pink sticker here from an old Allie Edwards word phrase set that says Daily Adventures with You, and a gold puffy star. I thought that would kind of pair well against the blue, and with the red there's a little bit of pink on this side. On the back, you saw I added the stars. On the inside here, I'm trying to find my Avery index tabs. I'm going to put one of those here probably. And then I just used some stars from one of the sets from the Advent calendar to make, I just put like double-sided stars on both of those so you could kind of see that there was something to lift up. And then like I said, I'll put a label there. So overall, really happy with how it came out. It's really simple. I'm trying not to get into a rut of like page protectors, but on these cruise days, for my vacation. It's an easy way to squeeze in a lot of photos. So I will see you soon for day 29. Thanks so much.